interview Janet and Sasha Lesson. I'm a radio partner. This is Janet Lesson. We do programs every week. And they were the ones that have helped kind of recatalyze the people, the latter-day A.R. Borden people, people interested in his studies. And, I believe A.R. Borden just was simply gathering, he got some insights, but he was gathering information from all kinds of arenas in order to try to make a working model of thought, of our universe if it were based on thought, rather than particles or energy, but based on thought. And one of the things I learned was these 4 states of our attention. Now, our attention's very powerful. We learn in the double slit experiments, look it up on Google, that if a researcher thinks one way about the outcome of the experiment, it goes that way. If they think the smallest thing in the universe is particles, then the outcome of the experiment at the subquantum level would come out as, yes, the substructure of the universe is particles. If their belief system is that it's energy, then the experiment will come out that it's energy. That's how powerful our attention is. It actually changes the results of the experiment. So, after they did this experiment over and over and over again, they said, okay, it's a wavicle. So it's a wave, it's an energy wave and a particle. It's a wavicle, which is hysterical when you think about it. But, they're trying to understand, what's going on. And we have very distinct camps of what's going on. And so in this debate is A.R. Borden, a physicist and intuitive and an Anunnaki contactee. Most people don't know that, and that's very disputed. Just about everything about him is disputed. But and I'm a experiencer and a contactee as well. So if that, I'm not just an exo-philosopher. I like to philosophize and ask questions. But it's the questions that push you forward, because you ask a question, you test it, you get a hypothetical scenario of what this could be. The and swear. Now that's an interesting answer, the and swear. If I am a very wealthy corporation and I want to have an experiment on does this compound cure cancer or something like that, make a treatment for cancer, let's say. And I ask a bunch of scientists to look at this compound and see what it would do. And they do a study, and statistically it improves people's chances of surviving cancer. Then they're going to go, yes, we swear and attest to the fact that this compound improves people's chances of surviving cancer. Now, they might have a horrible quality of life after they take this compound, but it will improve it. So that's an and swear. In other words, eventually somebody who's paid to do an experiment has to swear, make a attestation of, yes, I think this is helpful, or no, we've tried it on all kinds of scenarios and it's not helpful. So our hierarchical system demands answers. We want answers, we say of our government. We want an answer to this. And so they are pressured to come up with an answer instead of figuring out a way how to be comfortable with the questions. If you can stay in a questioning kind of mode, there's kind of an interesting mindset you can get to. And I call it the table, okay? So, you have a belief system, and somebody comes and tells you something, and you decide that doesn't make sense to me, or that does make sense to me. And so if it does make sense to you, you'll begin to incorporate it in your belief system to see and try it out yourself. We're all scientists, right? Try it out yourself. Does it make sense? Does this work for me? Or we'll say, no, not really. I don't think I believe that. Now, we're kind of in a hyper, modality here. It's, yes, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread, or this is horrible. I never want to see it again. Okay, we're in a very highly dualistic decision-making mode, or binary decision-making. Binary, yes, this is me, this is great, or no, this is terrible, it's not me, okay? Which is a way to manage the world, yes. We're encouraged to be very binary. It's in our sports. It's in our choice of beverage. Yes, Coke. I love Coke, and I hate Pepsi. Oh, I name dropped. Well, there you go. Cha-ching, some free advertising for somebody somewhere. But that's the idea: is that we're encouraged to be brand loyal. Loyal to this sports team, loyal to that car company, loyal to this. And this is the corporate world. They want you to swear. I swear to root for this team, right? Because I'm wearing the jacket, the shoes, the hat, the t-shirt, and I have the pennant, and I painted my face with the colors of said team. I swear I identify with this. This is my team. And it's just kind of how we are at this point in our development. Now, the thing that is the concept of the table, I call it the table, is if you decide something isn't you or you don't understand it, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Somebody goes, that's not me and it's horrible and I never want to see it again. I mean, generally this is people. It's like, oh, that guy, he's crazy. I never want to, I'm not going to listen to anything he says because I found this one thing wrong, Okay, so, there's a lot of discrediting that goes on. That's a form of answer. We swear this guy is, not good. We swear this guy is good. That's called credibility. That's why that writing says credibility maneuver. Okay, it's a very deliberate maneuver, and it creates this compartmentalized society. And I play with these words, and swear, Theo tricks, and someday I'll talk about the tricks of the gods, but I'm right now talking about the quest I own. If you're on a quest to find out things, you might not be able to afford to throw out everything that somebody says just because they're not on your team, So that's where the table comes in. Okay, so you have this belief system or idea, just call them idea. It's not a concept, it's not a doctrine, it's not a fact, it's an idea. Keep it malleable. This idea has pros and cons. It's from that guy that I don't like. But pros is it fits with this other piece over here. As if you were assembling a jigsaw puzzle. It's like, okay, it not quite fits over here, but it might fit over here. So I'm going to stick it over in this pile. If you can get a table in your mind where the information's there, accessible, but you haven't thrown it completely out of your thoughts, but it's accessible, then you'll have deeper insights to many things. It literally is a function of intelligence. Intelligence is the ability to sort a lot of things, categorize a lot of things, but also hold things that don't seem to fit together well and hold them in your mind long enough to find connections. There's connections in everything. Sometimes it's useful, sometimes it's not, depending on what the quest is, right? So that's the thing, is that you are your own scientist. You are on your own quest. It's so important to understand that you're a human being in this world looking through your human being eyes and your human being body, having your human experience. And all the other things people say to you is from their perspective, and you're coming from your perspective. So what often happens is in the excitement of making a team or a group or a religion or a political party or whatever, people push a lot of buttons in you and pull a lot of strings in you to get you to go along and to make you feel small. Like, how could you think that? Nobody else does. Everybody thinks this. But if you're on a quest, that's like a personal thing. Every movie we've ever seen about a quest, Indiana Jones or any of those movies, it's some one person defies the ridicule of everybody else and says, I want to know the answer to this thing, or I want to find this object, or whatever. And they go on this quest. It's an individual thing. It's your path. It's your journey. It's the hero's journey in the archetypal kind of way. And when you go on your quest, you're the one that earns the knowledge that comes from that. Okay, and another statement, and it was not A.R. Borden who said it, because he just attributed it, but he didn't say who. He said, everything is earned in this creation. Challenge, right? We have to earn what we know. It's just like riding a bicycle. Nobody can do that for you. You have to do that. I happen to be bad at it. I got bad eyes. Last time I tried, I did when I was young. I tried to do it when I was older and had to smush my face into the pavement. So no, I can't do that anymore. Not coordinated, can't see. But when you learn to ride a bicycle, that's you riding that bicycle. When you learn to drive, that's you driving. When you're potty trained, nobody's going to do that for you, okay? You have to learn and earn what you know. And it's your quest. So good luck on your quest. I'm enjoying my quest because to me, what gets me excited is I like to know, all these mind tools of thought to help me understand what I see around me, what I'm observing around me. And when I understand something better, that doesn't mean I fully grasp it. But if I understand it better and it makes sense to me, I get real excited about that. A lot of people go, why is this way? Or why is that this way? But they don't go any more distance than just asking that question. And they ask and want someone else to tell them. Oh, whoa, you just gave away your power. You just let somebody else decide what you think. I mean, sometimes we have to do that. If we have a medical condition or something and we've got to go find someone who really has been on a quest to learn how to heal people, and we have to let that person help us, then that's just the interchange of all of us together. All of us have things we know and things we don't know, and our human community is so we share those things with each other. Everyone's got something of value. I don't care who it is. Everyone has something to teach you just by being who they are. And, this come apart mentally, I say shun. Come apart mentally, I say shun. I'll be saying this often. Come apart. Come with me, my mental ally. I say shun those other people. This is my team. That's that team. We don't like those guys. We're going to trounce them in the next football game. Is the way we're all divided from each other, and sometimes it's for fun. I mean, sport. Okay, it's for fun. I get it. It's how to find out how the best way to play the game, right? I understand that. I was raised by a coach, so I understand that. But in society, it can get so entrenched that it actually hurts people, and I don't like it when that happens. The opposite of that, when you want to remedy that, is integration. So the opposite of compartmentalization, splitting everything up into pieces and parts, is integration. Okay, and I like to play with words: intergrace, intergratitude. Those two things are so powerful. Grace is, I kind of think you're a kook with what you're saying to me, but I'm going to appreciate you as a human being and not treat you badly. And you have the right to be a kook. You have a right to say something I don't agree with. Okay, and I'm not going to hurt you over that. I might not believe it myself, but so that's the grace, right? We all need it. We're all wrong somewhere. Or if we don't think we're wrong somewhere, or that we need to learn something somewhere, then that's a problem that we've got. That's a handicap. And enter gratitude. Have gratitude for that person, even if they learn something so opposite from your belief system. I appreciate all the work you did showing me the contrast of what it is I believe. I have found a few times where I realized, oh, wait a minute, I need to change. I need to ask new questions. That idea that person had challenges me. I need to ask some questions of my belief system. And I think there's this tendency to want the belief system to be the same. I can be your friend if you believe what I believe, And that's never going to happen. You put two people in a room, you're going to have two different opinions. It's never going to happen. We have differences.